Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball comes your way next. Spencer Turnbull gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
Here's Byron Buxton now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Minnesota, the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Here comes the first pitch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. So, fellas, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in the 4-game set. That's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He'll enter play with that average at a sterling .331. 8 home runs and 15 RBIs. Lifted the other way out to left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
They come out of the gates being aggressive at the plate, and it's paid off for them. A single and now a double. Runners at second and third with all kinds of momentum on their side. A base hit scores too. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Into the box now, Luis Arraez, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
The next twin up, Nelson Cruz. And now the Twins look to plate more in the opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Oh, 0-2, here it comes. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. Only 1 hit in 11 at-bats for the series so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Twins forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Minnesota leads this one 1-0. Rich Hill, a left-hander from Massachusetts, will be doing the starting pitching here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
At the plate, Niko Goodrum. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. Rosario has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Second, the right fielder, Cameron Maybin.
Next for the Tigers, Cameron Maybin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. The pitch. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping up now, Josh Donaldson. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively.
Josh Donaldson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yep, that ball went out.
The 1-0 home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Frazier is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting 7. The designated.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He comes in 1 tick shy of 300 at 299. 11 home runs and 28 RBIs. Here it comes, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 6 home runs and 29 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. So that'll bring up C.J. Cron with 10 runs batted in on 5 hits in the series. He's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Onto the bullpen roof and gone. A solo home run for C.J. Cron, number 13 for him on the year, as the Tigers have made this a 1-1 ball game.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now.
The second baseman,
As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through for a hit.
I mean, that's a well-executed curveball right there. Pitcher does exactly what he wants to do. Gets the hitter out on his front foot, gets him out and around the baseball, and he still finds a hole.
Next up for Detroit, Clint Frazier. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. First offering on its way.
Nope.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hill has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
Buxton patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Batting 7.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. I want to focus on the bringer of rain, Josh Donaldson, playing third base, not only from the offensive side as he evolutionizing the game with his new swing path, he'll also dive into the stands defensively to save a run for his pitcher.
To the plate now, number 19, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Ready with the 0-1. In the dirt here. Schoop, base runner at first with 1 out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
At the plate now, Austin Romine, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 home. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And it's fouled away. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. The 1-1. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this.
Welcome back to Detroit, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Tigers this season. At the start of the day's action, they come in having issued the fewest walks in the league, while carrying around the best overall ERA as well. Talking with one coach earlier, he told me how much pride their pitchers take in attacking the zone. He said they all have dynamic stuff, and they have a lot of confidence that if they're just throwing a lot of strikes, the velocity, movement, and deception of their pitches will take care of the rest. Guys, it's a staff that will come right after you, but they don't think you can hit it either.
Avila.
Thank you, Heidi. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. And he takes a called strike one. One and two to the Twins catcher.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Here he comes again, 1-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. So with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the American League's Central Division as you see where these two teams find themselves entering our ball game here today. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line towards center field, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So with that, the top of the 3rd inning will continue. At least one more batter.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
At the plate, Luis Arraez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hops this one up. Number 19. He's got it, and the side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota. Home half of the 3rd coming up, tied at 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Niko Goodrum. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The center fielder, Niko.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a tough pitch right there. curveball kind of front hip, your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch.
Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Rosario. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's given the Tigers a 2-1 lead.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes now. Still 1-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Fouled off. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he'll scramble back to first safely.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line to the right side. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down.
Now batting, the first baseman, DJ.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
Here's C.J. Cron now, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
The last at that, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
No balls and 1 strike. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. And there's ball 1. The 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. Reined in. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. We played 3 full, and Detroit's taken a 2-1 lead. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball one.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Now a drive by Cruz. Deep left field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run from Nelson Cruz. Number 17 for him on the season as the Twins have rallied to tie it at 2.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
In now, Eddie Rosario. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And the pitch. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Tigers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here it comes. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-2. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dad, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. High in the air out towards shallow right. Maybin is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the first baseman, Max Kepler.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Max Kepler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. This is pulled into right. Maybin will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Twins do come back to level things out thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
And it's 0-2 to Schoop.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And he's set down, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Clint Frazier.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the outfielder Clint Frazier. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1.
Fouled away.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Paredes.
Now at the plate, number 19. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll start in with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Lifted in the air out to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. We are in Motown, but I don't think we'll be seeing any of these people dancing in a soul review tonight. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for Minnesota.
Thank you, Heidi.
The catcher, Avila.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Alex Avila is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And he lays off for ball 1.
Strikeout ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. Pitch on its way to Avila.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Good battle. Count remains full. He'll try it again. 3-2. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0. He pulls this one into right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
So now to the plate, Luis Arraez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A ball and a strike.
Look out, 1-1.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the box now, Austin Romine. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Austin Romine.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch popped up. Donaldson moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Now batting, Dawel Lugo, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Kepler in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Niko Goodrum.
So back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Niko Goodrum. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. And he comes back with 1 in there for a high strike. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And this throw gets away from him.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Stepping in, Cameron Maybin. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
He's set. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit. Through 5, all even at 2-2. Up next for Minnesota, Nelson Cruz. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Nelson Cruz.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
In tight with the slider, 2-2. Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The third baseman, number 24, Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Misses for ball one. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Miguel Cabrera. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. High and deep to right center. Right fielder giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for our starter, Rich Hill. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Homer Bailey enters the ball game to replace the starter, and some may feel he was pulled a bit prematurely.
Yeah, and I'm sure the lefty wants to stay out there too, but this is one of those situations where the manager felt it was time to start playing the matchup game. With the right-handed batter up next, they're hoping this right-handed pitcher gives them a better chance to get an out.
At the plate now, C.J. Cron, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. set to deliver the 0-1. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2. Smoke toward third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that means Jonathan Schoop will get ready at the plate. He's set, and the pitch.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard on the ground to short. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Clint Frazier.
Now at the plate, Clint Frazier. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Bailey pauses. Here's the first pitch. Rosario is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Tigers leave 1. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Next will be the designated hitter, Miguel Sano. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Hit on the ground out to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Certainly did his job here this afternoon, but he'll have nothing to show for it as he'll be credited with a no decision.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Here comes the first pitch. And this is low, ball one. Soto, a 25-year-old. He's a second-year big leaguer. Bases are empty, one man out. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball two. 2-2. And he popped him up. In there, a base hit.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
1-1 is taken for strike two. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, man, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
To the plate now, Byron Buxton, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Twins wind up stranding one. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. So stepping in, number 19, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Shortstop, Isaac.
First pitch on its way. In there, strike one. Heading out towards shallow right. Cruz has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Romine.
Striding in once again, Austin Romine. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. 1-2 to the Tigers catcher.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a fourth.
Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Dawel Lugo.
Ready once again, Dawel Lugo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Bailey into his motion. 2-1 on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. Score remains 2-2. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jorge Polanco. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1. Here it comes. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Frazier arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batter, second baseman, Luis Arraez.
Ready now, Luis Arraez. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Here it comes.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. And it's quickly 0-2. Line towards center field. Goodrum is there. 2 gone.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. Buck Farmer enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Buck Farmer.
Here comes the first pitch.
0-1. 0-1, no strikes.
The windup and the 1-0.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Green light on the changeup, but he comes up empty. 3-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Digging in once again, Eddie Rosario. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 3 for 9. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Farmer, a 6'4" right-hander. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And he falls behind 0-2.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. 1 left for Minnesota, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Arraez Adrianza will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot.
Number 13, Arraez Adrianza.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Niko Goodrum. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Niko.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch, and it's fouled away. Fouled off. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Fouled away. Now another 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 4, Cameron Maybin.
Striding into the box, Cameron Maybin. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Arraez over to his right. 2 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
Striding forward now is the DH, Miguel Cabrera. He doubled his last time through.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting, first baseman, CJ.
So here's the cleanup hitter, CJ Cron. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. On the ground to the left side. Donaldson's up with it, and as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for Detroit. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Stepping into the box, Josh Donaldson, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the ninth.
Josh Donaldson.
First delivery to him on the way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Now the pitch. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
The 1-2.
That's Bolton.
Full count now, 3-2. And he lays off, ball four. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's Miguel Sano. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1.
One ball, one strike.
And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor, and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Here's the 2-2 pitch.
The count is slow.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Maybin is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max Kepler.
So striding forward now, Max Kepler is one away. Tyler Alexander takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is one gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Alexander.
Here's the first pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for one. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
Number 8, Nick Garver.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2 pitch.
Oh, that's low.
And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Tie game headed to the last of the 9th. The Tigers looking to celebrate in the Motor City. Mitch Garver will stay in the ball game, taking over the catching duties behind the plate.
Now catching, number 8, Mitch Garver.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. Digging in, Jonathan Schoop. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
They say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
Game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Tigers came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Tyler Alexander claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers.